The Smash leak wars are heating up. It's Fatmanonice versus SABI. Blocked content.
Hello, this video is for good boys and girls.
What's happening, my Block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Block Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today, and boy, does it heat up. Yes, we are now entering the League Wars. This is something that has never really happened before, and it's totally crazy. So, as a lot of you guys know, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is one of my biggest passions, and getting to find out who that final character is has been such a treat. You know, we've been through this journey for the past couple of months. We did not get a reveal at the Video Game Awards. Everyone basically thought that it was going to happen. Nothing happened. There still hasn't been an announcement for a Nintendo Direct. It probably won't happen until January or February if last year is to be believed. So this is all turning out to be really crazy and exciting because all of these different people, these different Twitter handles, these different, social media gurus, every single person on this list that I'm going to talk about today is talking a little bit about their perspective on the leaks and what their sources are saying is the next character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, because we're talking about that 5th Fighter's Pass character, right? And maybe even beyond that. Now, there are two players in this video that I'm gonna, mostly talk about, and that's Fatmanonice and SABI. Now, Fatmanonice, he doesn't really have any sort of track record, right? He just basically shouts a couple of things sometimes, he basically states a couple of things, and sometimes people believe him because they can sound legit, but nothing has ever come true, but nothing has blatantly been disproven yet. He's quite new to the scene. So all of that is extremely interesting when put against SABI, who is, a reputable reviewer and, a journalist who also has inside sources within Nintendo of America and stuff like that, talks about that openly, and sometimes dishes out some information about Smash Brothers and other games that, we wouldn't have known otherwise, things that are, being talked about behind the scenes, decisions that are being made, and both decisions that maybe have not been made, things that they just talk about that didn't come to fruition yet. So this battle is raging now because they are basically disproving each other left and right. So we are, basically in the middle here, trying to think of what is real here and what will end up happening in Smash and what won't, right? And we actually are going to be talking about a leak that is actually one of the most likely to actually be true with photo and video evidence. So this is pretty interesting and pretty crazy. So just want to warn you guys that there might be potential spoilers here because that still hasn't been disproven, so I'm going to talk about that particular leak as well. And also, I just wanted to give you guys a tiny greeting before I get into all the nitty-gritty. Yes, the year's finally ending. It's almost over. We're almost in 2020 territory. I released a song yesterday for you guys, a little special treat for you guys, and also I have a little announcement to make. So take this as sort of a face reveal and a little bit of information about different projects. So here you go. What's happening, guys? This is Callum, and I'm in the studio right now where we may or may not be recording a brand new Bounds of Modesty record, which is very exciting. And also, we just hit 10 million total views on blocked content. 10 million, it's really insane. So thank you guys for watching. And also, a really cool announcement, we shot Rekindle, the feature film, and then we shot it some more, and now I'm actually editing together a really cool behind the scenes featurette, which you guys will totally love. Now, one more announcement before I go. I am actually leaving to go to Los Angeles for a few months. I'll be living there, working there, going on tour, making a brand new feature film as well. So stuff is going on, and I really want to report back to you guys because it's been quite a while, it's been quite a year, but I can say I'm back. Thank you guys. Well, we're back, and yes, we're going to talk about all this stuff happening with SABI, Fatmanonice. I'm hoping you guys are excited because I sure am, right? Here's something super cool because a lot of you guys asked for the show like this. It's called Question Blocked, and yes, it's here. I answer your questions about upcoming Smash Fighters, my thoughts on your favorite games, or even questions about how to make content on YouTube. Anything you can think of, send your questions through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your question live on the show in our next episode. And yes, I've been piling on a lot of them, so I have a lot of stuff for Question Blocked coming up. And for those of you guys that like giveaways, we're giving away this beautiful Piranha Plant plushie and this What's Happening, my Block Buddies t-shirt. Before the year ends, we will choose a winner for this. So remember to like this video, press thumbs up, subscribe to Block Content right now, and comment down below to enter for these giveaways. So why should you be the one to win those? So let me know. All right, let's get right on into this. And yes, the first thing that we're going to talk about is this message that actually came from the Discord of a very good friend of ours, Papaginos. Now, Fatmanonice actually posted something there. Now, is it verifiable that this is the actual person? Yes, it actually is. They turned out that they pretty much did their, homework, and this actually is legitimately that very same person. So he goes on to say, decided to compile all the Smash rumors from my 4 contacts since early November as easy reference. Number 1, all my contacts believe that Fighter Pass Character 5 and Fighter Pass Character 6 will be shown in the same presentation, or at least very close together. Most of my contacts believe Kako Malo is real. Now I'm going to go into that in detail. Most of my contacts believe Character 5 will be one of the only Western characters added. Most agree on the identity. Lots of disagreements about Fighter 6. Some say it's a bonus character. One says it's a full pack, complete with a stage, music, and 6 Mii costumes. For the Pack 6 rumors, character will be totally unrelated to all its content. The pack will include 4 Mii costumes from the same series and 2 indies with music from totally different games. Supposedly, it will come with a spirit board too, again, totally unrelated to the character. One absolutely crazy rumor from November that 5 and 6 and Character 7 will all be revealed together. None of my contacts believe it. Based on rumors, the purpose of this Season 2 seems to be to knock out longtime fan requests more than anything else. And lastly, according to rumors, Indies and Echo Fighters are all but confirmed toast. One of the few things all my contacts agree on. There is so much to go through with this information because the implications here are crazy wild, right? The idea of 4 contacts, so 4 different people that, say that they have different, relationships to Nintendo, that maybe work within Nintendo or have a friend within Nintendo, or their dad works for Nintendo, which is always very funny to think about. But the idea here that we could get 2 character reveals in one isn't that crazy. Remember, we got Incineroar and Ken together at the end of the Smash Bros. Ultimate release hype, right? And then, of course, we also got Richter and then Simon together as well. And later on, it actually happened too with that great presentation that both had the awesome reveal of Hero and ended with Banjo-Kazooie. I mean, that is just insane. So doing that for 5 and 6, even though 6 will start a new Fighters Pass or something beyond that, I think that is actually pretty likely because it's happened a couple of times before. It even happened in the Super Smash Bros. For Wii U days, right? So this is pretty crazy. The next one, most of my contacts believe that Kako Malo is real. Well, this is that little spoiler I wanted to talk about. This Kako Demon and Malo from Super Mario RPG, that thing has still not been disproven. People have tried to remake different things or to mod the game to make it look like these things could be modded, but nothing really has come close to the exact amount of detail and love put into that thing. So is that real? Is it a debug thing? It kind of looks like that Ken leak that happened before the game even came out. So to me, this is crazy. This is one of the things that I would almost want to stick my neck out and say, this almost has to be real. It hasn't been disproven, and it's too similar to that Ken thing to be anything else, right? But of course, it could be the perfect storm to get people on a different track, right? I mean, you talk about characters like Doomslayer and Geno becoming full-fledged characters. Of course, what you're going to do in your fake leak is put something with Malo and something with something Doom-related, which a Kako Demon would completely suffice. So to me, that would be a very easy thing to do if you want to fake something, but then to go through all the trouble to do that debug menu, to have an angle that you can't really recreate unless you go into some sort of video player with Smash, and then all these crazy details about Mii hats and, the wobble of the Malo hat, so it had to be a modded slime hat, all that kind of stuff, totally crazy. So to me, if I had to call it right now, I would say I believe it, but yeah, I'm really not sure. So if it had to go either way, I had to say I kind of believe it right now. Right? So contacts believe that Fighter 5 will be one of the only Western characters added, right? So yes, Fighter 5 will, like Banjo, be for the Western audience or from Western creators, which could actually hint to Crash Bandicoot, which I think is crazy cool, right? That character, we've been behind Crash for a very long time. And lots of disagreements about 6. Some say it's a bonus character, others say it's a full second pack, which would be amazing, complete with stages, music, 6 Mii costumes per fighter. That would be insane, right? I mean, if you just think about the fact that we'll be getting Smash content until like 2021. I mean, it's not even the New Year's yet, and we're in for a huge treat, right? So pack 6 rumors, character will be totally unrelated to all the content coming with it. So if you think about these terms, right, maybe a character like Steve from Minecraft will join, but it doesn't mean that we'll get Minecraft, stage or Minecraft music. Maybe we'll get stuff from a lot of different Microsoft properties. That could definitely happen. I could have basically seen that with Rare, right? That when Banjo entered the fray, there would have been a lot of like Perfect Dark stuff and maybe other properties that they've worked on, but that didn't end up happening. So I'm a little bit iffy on that, but it could definitely happen. A crazy rumor that 5, 6, and 7 will be revealed together. There's just one rumor about this, so we can take that with a little grain of salt if we are to be believing this, right? And based on rumors, the purpose of Season 2 seems not to be to do characters that Sakurai really wants to have in the game or Nintendo really desperately want to have in the game or first-party characters or stuff like that, but definitely knock out long-time fan requests, which to me is a little bit what Ultimate is about. If you look at King K. Rool, and Ridley, and then Banjo, and all those characters in between. I mean, this game is made to be fan service, and really well done fan service, right? Not like Rise of Skywalker. This is fan service done absolutely right. So to me, yes, bring it on. I mean, that just screams Geno to me, right? That is a fan favorite character that wouldn't necessarily have all the backing of basically the mainstream audience. So yes, longtime fan requests, I say Geno, and I say let's do it. And according to rumors, indies and echoes are done. They are not going to happen to be in the Fighters Pass. So no indie characters like Shovel Knight or Shantae, characters like that, and no characters like Echo. So nothing in terms of like Dr. Luigi or Gooigi or stuff like that. Not even Shadow, who is an assist trophy and probably will stay an assist trophy. So all of this information, and then he adds on saying, I'll say for the record that Sabi's and Vergaben's deconfirmations were truthful, but they kind of went about things in a super roundabout way. This is why when the Nintendo of America ambassador said, no Namco, no Capcom, I was relieved. So basically saying, I have some inside information, maybe Sabi and Vergaben spoke a little too soon, which could be a little stab over here, which a lot of people actually found it being, so that actually prompted Sabi to actually respond to this. And yes, we wouldn't be blocked content if we didn't like a little bit of this stuff, right? So here Sabi tweets out basically the images of that chat, and he says, not exactly sure why anybody is still taking the stuff this guy says as leaks. So shots fired officially by Sabi towards Fatmanonice. Now, I am in the middle of this, so I couldn't say either way because I don't have the sources that these guys have. I don't really talk to people on the in. There are a lot of people through Discord that contact me saying that they have that, but I don't find that too interesting to post about or make videos about because that could very easily be fake and I don't really have all that much crazy evidence on it. But this kind of stuff, it interests me. I really want to know when all the smoke clears, who will be right? Which person will actually have called everything or even a little bit of this? I mean, it seems so up in the air right now. The only thing that I can cling on to is Mallow and Doom Guy. But of course, every single day, a little bit of light, creaks in from the ceiling and we get to see a little bit more of this picture becoming clear. And I have no doubt in my mind that when we end this year and when we enter January, we're going to have a Nintendo Direct and that should have not one character reveal. I think that it should definitely have 2. 3, I think is a little bit crazy, but we've waited long enough. No Game Awards reveal. That hurt a lot. So they need to make up for it, and they need to show us what the future is. And not just the final character of the pack, but what is beyond, right? What are we in for? Can we pre-order the thing? Let's do all of that, right? So really interested to hear if you guys have thoughts on Sabi or Fatmanonice. I mean, yeah, basically in the middle right here, right? So I'm really curious where you guys stand. So if you comment down below, that little comment could actually be read out loud and featured in our next video. And as for a previous comment question, our answer comes to us by user, our very good friend, our very own, our good buddy, Phantom Blade. My wish list, that's my opinion, Soul or Ragna or Hyde, Saber, Heart, Impossible, Cosmos, Reimu, Catalin or Gran, Heart, Impossible, Crash, Doomguy, Master Chief, or Kratos. Well, I really like that you put the possibilities behind it too, and to see none with Cosmos and Reimu, I think that that's pretty interesting because Reimu and Cosmos are characters that a lot of people want in the game. You know, there have been some, speculation about these characters actually entering the fray and why they would be, but to say that they have a very, open invitation to Smash Brothers, they've received the letter. I don't really feel that right now, but I could in the future. I mean, Cosmos' potential moveset is crazy. I mean, if you see Cosmos move in those different animations and the super moves, I would love to see that in Smash. As for Crash, Doomguy, Master Chief, or Kratos would be really cool, like a very heavy character, very combo oriented, take a couple of moves from the PlayStation All-Stars game, but also the appearance from the new God of War game. I think that would be incredible. Master Chief, I've been behind that character for a very long time, and I would happily be, fine with no other characters after Master Chief. I mean, I would have absolutely everything that I want. And then Doomguy, I think, has a definite shot, no pun intended, and Crash, I'd like to take a spin, right? That's probably what Crash would say. Wow! So, yes, thank you so much, Phantom Blade, for your great, super sweet comment. And of course, thanks everyone for commenting. These are always so much fun to read through. And yes, I do read through them all in my spare time. So thank you guys so much. And of course, a huge shout out to our latest Patreon supporters, everyone over there. Thank you so much. And of course, everyone who donates through the live stream, you guys make block content possible. If you want to have yourself created as a little block content character, or join me for a live Skype session, or even have your own idea be animated by me, well, go to patreon.com/blockedcontent. There's a bunch of incredible rewards there, and they're waiting just for you. And I wanted to say one more thing before I go out today, because it's been a really crazy year, and I want to thank every single one of you for the amazing times that we had together. I mean, on stream, playing Smash together, that was a huge win for us this year, and just the crazy announcement that we got. I mean, just playing Smash Brothers Ultimate at the start of this year, and then getting Banjo, Hero, and we even got Joker, and then Terry, and now the final character is almost upon us. I'm super curious what the future will bring, and I want to do it together with all of you. So from me to you, my heartfelt, my sincere thank you for being a part of Blocked Content. And yes, I am actually going to bed pretty soon. I'm packing my bags and I'm flying across the world to go to Los Angeles, California to start a new adventure there for a couple of months. So I will actually be doing videos from there, and with a couple of other people, doing a couple of cool projects too. There will be a lot of new shows for Block Content, and basically the channel will change in a lot of positive, great ways. So you guys will get a lot more screen time, should I say. So thank you guys so much for watching. I mean, this has been incredible. And remember, if you're not a member of the Blocked Content family yet, please consider pressing that subscribe button, because it makes you part of the family, and I really want you to be, right? So all the news and fun that you care about will be delivered daily to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys around the corner where there's always more blocked content. Happy New Year, everybody. See ya.